Well, now that world leaders have signed an agreement to reduce carbon emissions and limit climate change, regulations that were once seen as a costly expense are beginning to look like an opportunity. Kristen Salumi reports from New York on the fast-growing business behind battling climate change.
When a supermarket prides itself on having the freshest produce, a lot of fruits and vegetables end up in the trash. From where it's grown or processed to where it's sold, prepared, and eaten, Americans throw away about 35 million tons of food a year.
Americans now throw away more food than paper, plastic, metal, or glass, and it's ending up in municipal landfills. The problem is when the food decomposes. It releases methane, which contributes to climate change.
But not this store, where they use an eco-safe food digester. The machine converts solid food waste into a harmless liquid that can be flushed through normal sewage lines. The technology, already popular in Europe, is now spreading in the United States, according to the manufacturer, BioHitech.
The regulatory environment is a significant driver to change. So particularly in the United States here, where 5 years ago we had almost no regulation on food waste disposal, we're now seeing cities and states around the country adopt it. And because of that, we're starting to see much more momentum in our sales efforts.
When world leaders gathered at the United Nations last month to sign a global agreement on climate change, it signaled their country's commitment to reducing carbon emissions and an era of new regulations back home. In the U.S., New York, California, and other states have stepped up composting efforts and enacted new restrictions on how much large commercial food waste generators can add to the waste stream. Author Andrew Winston says businesses are starting to see that going green doesn't necessarily mean spending more.
Green is just about doing more with less. So if you're cutting energy use, cutting waste, cutting water, these are really good business decisions. Some of them pay back immediately.
Organic recycling, for example, is often cheaper than hauling waste to a landfill, proving yet again that one person's trash is another's treasure. Kristen Salumi, Al Jazeera, New York.